Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you have been here before. My name is Autumn and I talk about the JET program, living in Japan, everything Japan. And I am back with another video explaining to you fellow lucky folks that have gotten into the JET program what you need to be doing right now, this second, to prepare for the JET program. So let's go ahead and get straight into it because I got rice cooking and I'm hungry. So let's go. Okay, so number one is to prepare and pay off as much of your finances for wherever you are from as possible. This is one thing I wish that I did. I did not, and I am still paying bills in America and they are draining me. They are draining me. Like, I'm exhausted trying to pay these things. But basically, if you have any outstanding bills or anything that you can pay off while you are in America or in whatever country you're from, go ahead and do that. If you don't have the means, if you do have a nice enough family that can help you do that, try that. If not, girl, get your stuff in order because you will be having to do ropes and jumping hoops and skipping over dragons just to get these things paid, because sending money back to America and the UK right now is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, the amount of money I lose in the transfer between like the different currencies is, it makes me want to cry. So my biggest tip is to pay off all that stuff beforehand. For example, if you have a car in your previous country and you know you're not going to be there for a long time because you'll be on JET, if you're planning on staying for the entire 5 years, my recommendation would be to sell your car or like give your car away if it's not worth much. But make sure that you're not paying a car note while you're living in Japan. It doesn't make sense to pay a car note that you're not driving. I did have a friend that did do that and it got expensive for him very, very quickly. So yeah, just, you know, prepare financially for that. Number two is to write down your address when you first get here. So I was lucky, my Board of Education did give me my address before I got there, so I was able to write it down for my family and stuff back in America, and I was able to keep it in my phone. But when I got here in the beginning and I had to write on this little thing with my address, I took a picture of that and I kept that in my phone, because the amount of times you are going to have to write your name and address in Japanese in this country, it's just, you're better off just taking a picture of it all and keeping it in your phone for the rest of your life. Because whew, like the kanji for my apartment complex is just, I don't understand why people torture themselves trying to learn this kanji. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so that's tip number two. Tip number three is to get yourself a SIM card that works with whatever phone you have. So there's multiple options out there for phone plans, and I know sometimes there's contracts with them. So for instance, I know some people get 2-3 year contracts with a cell phone plan that comes with a cell phone and all that good stuff. But if you are like me and you just wanted to bring your outside foreigner phone into Japan, I went through a company called Mobile, and it's based in the UK, and what they do is they send you your SIM card in the mail to your home in whatever country you're in, and you can set up a date of when you want it to be activated. So my SIM card wasn't activated or available for activation until like the day that I arrived in Japan. So that way I had internet instantly, all that stuff instantly. I didn't have to worry about like doing too much crazy stuff and like signing a contract with my life on it, or worrying about like whether or not this like was carried in the town that I was in. So I say setting it up that way is beneficial. Like I said, the company that I used is mobile. There are tons of different companies out there though. Just do your research on which one best fits you. My only downside with mobile is they do take their money out in pounds, and because my bank is unaware of that, or was unaware of that, there was a lot of issues with like holding money and not giving money over, and because I don't know how they do business in the UK, but like these people are impossible to reach. So just make sure that you let your banks know. There is a way to pay through Konbini, to pay your bill through the Konbini, but I have not figured out how to do that yet. So once I figure that out, I got y'all. But yeah, so tip number 4 is to learn some Japanese that you can use in the workplace. Now let me tell you, of course, if you are brand new, they're not going to be giving you the 3rd degree of your Japanese immediately. But if you know the basics like Ohayo gozaimasu, which is good morning, or Osaki ni shitsurei shimasu, which is like thank you for your hard work, I'm leaving now. If you know those, then I think you'll do pretty well. My predecessors, well, she's not really my predecessor, but one of the girls that did help me get like acclimated to life in Japan used to say that Japanese people will say Ohayo gozaimasu to a wall. So as long as you know how to say good morning, I'm pretty sure you'll win favor over with the little bit of Japanese that you do know. I feel like that's gonna be like good to use. Just simple like hello, goodbye, that type of stuff is really, really helpful. If you don't already have the knowledge, try to brush up on some of it before you get here, because you'll be using it for a very long time, and you'll be amazed the different varieties of gozaimasu, hayo gozaimasu, gmas, like, yeah. So learn your greetings so that you have them for the teacher's staff room. Number 5 is to find yourself a hobby that you can do at a desk. However, I will put a little disclaimer here. Basically, because you are foreign, depending on where you are, every situation is different. I have to throw that in there. But depending on where you are, some Japanese people will not care at all. Some Japanese people will care very much what your desk warming activities are. So, for example, so far I've been here for about a year, and I can get away with like watching YouTube videos and stuff at my desk, and most of the time the teachers don't really care because I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just by myself doing my thing. I don't have classes. I don't have things I can work on. There's only so much studying you can do before your brain turns into mush. So my teachers don't really care. My staff, they're okay with it. And for the most part, if they are having an issue, they would have told me, or they would tell me, because we have that relationship. However, I do know someone whose desk warming hobby was to knit. And I think that's harmless enough. Like, you're just minding your business, knitting something at your desk. Well, apparently his Japanese teachers really didn't like it. So find yourself a desk warming hobby, but make sure that it's something that is like okay, I guess, or be wary that it may not be the best hobby for all Japanese people, because sometimes they might just be like, you're just being foreign at the desk, and that's a problem. So just be wary of that. If you are into reading manga and stuff like that, check with your schools whether or not you can bring manga to work, because I know that sometimes you have to abide by the same rules as the students, and students are not allowed to read picture book manga to school. They can read books, but they can't read manga or certain manga at school. So just, ask your teachers what's okay to do, what's not okay to do, because that's just going to be your best bet. Number 6, for those of you who don't want to go the mobile route or don't want to go get yourself a SIM card, it is beneficial to order yourself a pocket Wi-Fi and have that shipped to the hotel. So usually it's pretty simple. You could just Google the KO Plaza Hotel and you can get the address from there. And what you can do is just have Sakura Mobile or whatever, any pocket Wi-Fi company you need, send you your pocket Wi-Fi to the hotel, and usually the hotel front desk will like let you know like, hey, you've got a package, and yeah, then you've got internet and you can just turn it on and off. I know some people keep it for a long time just in case their family comes by, but honestly, because they send this stuff out so easily, you can just order it every time you need one and then send it back. Because for me, it got expensive. Like the $40 every month started to get expensive, so I didn't want to spend that type of money. But it was very helpful in the first couple days because I didn't know what my internet situation was going to be, but it did help out when I was at schools that don't have internet. So get your pocket Wi-Fi stuff together because you might need it, sis. You might need it, bro. Number 7. So I think that it should go without saying that you should probably be transferring the money that you are going to use in Japan before you get on the plane. This should be done before you get on the plane. For me, I went and I transferred it maybe about a few weeks before I left, and I kept it in a safe place in my house, like a safe box, and I did not pull it out until it was time to leave, because exchanging your money at the airport is going to be, your rate's not going to be as good. You're not going to get a good enough amount. Also, you're going to want to make sure you have that money on hand, because when you touch down, you paying for stuff like your Honko and insurance and fire insurance, hurricane insurance, earthquake insurance. You're paying for things like immediately. So it's good to have that money on hand. If you are uncomfortable with having a large amount of money on hand, I would say splitting some of that money, having some of it on you and some of it somewhere really safe, like in your suitcase or like something like that, would be really good. If you're uncomfortable with having all that money on your person. For me, because I am who I am, nobody was finna try me. It was cool. But yeah, just in case you want to have that separated, bring your money to Japan already in yen. Already in yen. It better not be in pounds, pesos, francs, what else? Euros, no dollars, none of that. Yen. Because your money, if it's not in yen, does not matter here. It does not. It does not. Number 8. And this is kind of like a preparation thing, but you're going to want to pack up your off-season things and put them in a box and ship that stuff to you a little bit later. So basically, you're coming in the dead of summer. It's hot, baby. You do not need that trench coat. You do not need that puffer jacket. You do not need those jeans or all those cold weather clothes. Put them in a box and have a family member or friend mail it to you in bits and pieces. So what I did was I packed up about 4 different boxes of really heavy sweaters and turtlenecks and all this other stuff that was like good for winter, and I told my mom to send them in November because there's no need for you to even have any of that. And then also, if you're in a prefecture that has a pretty decent shopping districts, you should be fine with needing any immediate clothes. But honestly, like, save yourself some space in your packing and do not put that puffer coat in there. Stop what you were doing. Do not put that puffer coat in there. You'll be fine. You'll be fine without it for a few months. It's hot here. It's sweltering here. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Number 9. Pre-check. I wish I did this. Pre-check Amazon. I know that there are certain YouTubers out there that have said that Amazon is expensive, and yes, okay girl, she's expensive in every country, but pre-check what you can and cannot get for yourself in this country. When I tell you, I love I love ocean spray. You can get a bottle that's as big as my face on Amazon. I've been getting like my deodorant off Amazon. I've gotten Oreos off of Amazon once. I've gotten graham crackers off Amazon. I've been getting like needs and goods that I'm used to having in America. Girl, they got Reese's peanut butter puffs, like the Cocoa Puffs, the Reese's Cup Puffs, you know, the ones from back in the day. They have those on Amazon. So honestly, if you just do a quick little Amazon search, change your country to Japan, and just check and see what you can buy here, that will save you so much time, so much money, like not bringing over useless things. Because if you can find it at Amazon, or if you're near a Costco, you'll be okay. You will be okay. I've gotten so many things off of Amazon. I highly recommend you pre-check Amazon before you even get on the plane. Make a list of things that you just cannot live without, and then check Amazon for all those items. If it is on those, if any of those items are available on Amazon and aren't like 100 mon or something crazy, save it. You can buy it off Amazon. So, plus Amazon has an option where you can pay for things at the conveni, so you don't have to use your personal or your American or British credit cards or bank accounts and stuff. So you're really like, you're actually saving yourself money, because Japanese yen is like really weak. So yeah, check Amazon. Do not bring that stuff with you. Check Amazon first before you pack anything else. Stop what you're doing and check Amazon first. Check Amazon right now. Go do it. Go check Amazon for your stuff. I know I'm being bossy, but go check it just in case. Save yourself some heartache, okay? And then my last tip, which is kind of cliche and it seems a little like, ugh, okay, sure, Autumn, is going to be set your expectations at zero. Zero. Even if you have been here before, even if you have visited Kyoto, Tokyo, Okinawa, Hokkaido, even if you've been all over this country before, set your expectations at zero. You should not be hopping on that plane with any expectations other than to have a good time. Because I think what happens is a lot of people take what they think the jet program is, and they take that mindset and they bring it to Japan, and then they end up having a miserable time because their expectations are not met. You need to put your expectations at zero. Don't expect nothing. Don't expect anything. Just come intending to have a good time and enjoy the kids and be here for whatever reasons you see fit, and come with no expectations. That is the best advice I could give you. But yeah, come with zero of them, none. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to join the fam, we are 700 strong. I saw the numbers the other day. Thanks, 700 people. 700 people. Oh my God, thank you. What? That's insane. It's insane. Like, crazy. But thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you would like to join the family, please feel free to subscribe. It's no pressure. You do what you want to do. And I will be back with another video. Yeah, let's go. I think my rice is done. So yeah, bye. Okay, it is god awfully hot. God awfully hot. Like, and I'm from Georgia, and it's hot. It's hot. Your girl, I had to cook yesterday, and cooking in the summer is ghetto here. We not doing that no more. Nope, konbini life for the rest of my life in the summer. Okay, guys, I think my rice is done actually, because I think I just heard it go off. So I'm gonna go. Bye.